Liverpool in the race to sign a commanding £84 million centre-back ahead of Real Madrid. Liverpool eyes 24-year-old as a long-term successor to Salah. He scored a stunning goal against Manchester City. Liverpool could now have a clear path to signing an elite defender thanks to Jurgen Klopp. A warm welcome, fellow Reds fan. Come check out the latest news from the greatest club in the world. Let's dive into the video. According to Football Insider, Liverpool is showing interest in Palmeiras' promising centre-back, Vitor Rice. The Reds are conducting due diligence on the player, suggesting that Michael Edwards, the club's former sporting director, is taking the situation seriously. Vitor Rice, only 18 years old, has a release clause set at £84 million, and his contract with Palmeiras runs until December 2028. The report also mentions that Real Madrid and Arsenal have entered the race to secure his signing. Rice has already shown immense potential, appearing in 15 matches for Palmeiras' senior team and earning 11 call-ups for Brazil's youth teams, with 8 appearances for the U17S and 3 for the U16S. Football analyst Ben Mattinson praised Rice's development, highlighting that his recognition by elite clubs is due to his impressive mentality. He describes the player as someone who exhibits bravery in every action, with an authoritative and confident presence that is rare for someone so young. Mattinson notes that Rice is already showing leadership traits, having stood out in his debut for Brazil's U17 national team. Real Madrid's interest is strong, as is Arsenal's appealing offer under the management of Mikel Arteta. However, Michael Edwards still has a chance to convince Rice that Liverpool is the ideal place for his development. Alongside an icon like Virgil van Dijk, Rice would have the opportunity to learn from one of the best centre-backs in history, which could accelerate his growth and help him become a world-class player. What's your opinion on Liverpool's interest in Vitor Rice? Do you think he would be a good addition to the team considering his potential and the competition from clubs like Real Madrid and Arsenal? According to Fichajes, Liverpool has identified Mohamed Kudus as a possible successor to Salah, with the West Ham forward being considered an attractive target for the Reds. New reports suggest the club could rely on a current Premier League star as a long-term replacement for Mo Salah at Anfield. The Egyptian is now in the final 9 months of his contract with Liverpool, and it's been reported that the ambitious new MLS club, San Diego, could attempt a major acquisition. The report also mentions that while it's unlikely that West Ham would let go of the 24-year-old, the possibility of a move to Anfield might tempt Kudus to leave East London. However, according to Fabrizio Romano via Caught Offside, there are still no concrete updates regarding the Reds' interest in the Ghanaian international, and no significant negotiations have taken place so far. Kudus is known for his spectacular goals, like the one he scored for Ajax at Anfield 2 years ago, as well as an incredible goal, in the words of Gary Neville, for West Ham in their defeat to Manchester City in the last Premier League round of last season. The Ghanaian had a great first year with the Irons, scoring 14 goals in 45 matches, but is struggling this season, with just 1 goal in 9 games under Julian Lopetegui. The player is noted for his dribbling skills, averaging 3.84 successful dribbles over the past 12 months, which puts him in the top 2% of players in Europe's top 5 leagues during that period. Liverpool's potential pursuit of Kudus in the near future may depend on what happens with Salah. If the Egyptian renews his contract, he, Federico Chiesa, and loaned Ben Doak would provide solid depth on the right wing. However, if Salah leaves the club, it could open the door for the Reds to invest in the Ghanaian forward who has the potential to create special moments on the pitch. Jurgen Klopp, former Liverpool manager, is returning to football in January 2025 as head of operations at Red Bull, a group that controls clubs such as Leipzig, Salzburg, and New York. He will work with coaches from these teams, including his former assistant Pep Lijnders. Although his role will be mostly advisory, Klopp's vast experience could benefit Liverpool, especially in their search for a new centre-back. The club has been linked to defender Castello Luqueba, 21, from Leipzig, as a possible replacement for Virgil van Dijk, whose contract expires in June 2025. Luqueba joined the German club from Lyon in August 2023 for £28.5 million and performed well in the Bundesliga, making 41 appearances last season and helping Leipzig finish 4th. He was praised by fans as the perfect replacement for Josko Gvardiol, who transferred to Manchester City last summer for £77 million. Costello is seen as a modern left-footed center-back, skilled in long passes, and has been lauded for his timing and strength in tackles, characteristics similar to Van Dijk. Despite having signed a contract until 2028, his attention will certainly be drawn if Liverpool makes an attractive financial offer. With Klopp at Red Bull, FSG will have an ideal contact if they wish to begin negotiations. Deals between Liverpool and Red Bull clubs were common during Klopp's tenure, resulting in signings such as Takumi Minamino, Naby Keita, and Dominic Szoboszlai, while Fabio Carvalho was loaned to Leipzig last season. Since Leenders took over, this relationship seems to have continued, as he signed young talents like Bobby Clark and Stefan Bajcetic from his former club. According to reports from Spain, Inter Milan is worried that Liverpool has already reached an agreement with Denzel Dumfries, who will become a free agent at the end of this season. The Dutch right-back is well known by Virgil van Dijk and Cody Gakpo due to their performances for the Netherlands national team. Recently, Gakpo showed a good connection with Dumfries, assisting him in a match against Hungary. It's still unclear whether they will have the opportunity to repeat this partnership at Anfield, but Liverpool seems to be preparing for a future without Trent Alexander-Arnold. If a replacement is needed for Alexander-Arnold, the task will be extremely difficult, but Dumfries could be a viable option to fill that gap in 2025. The Inter player is one of the few capable of replicating the Englishman's offensive qualities, despite having his own defensive limitations. Dumfries gained notoriety in English football, particularly after his impressive performance against the United States at the 2022 World Cup. BBC commentator Micah Richards praised the player, highlighting his well-timed runs and impact on the right side of the field. In 2025, the potential departure of Alexander-Arnold could trigger a domino effect, resulting in Dumfries' arrival at Liverpool. What do you, Liverpool fans, think of Dumfries possibly replacing Alexander-Arnold in 2025? Does he have what it takes to fit into the Reds' style of play and make up for the loss of one of the best offensive fullbacks in modern football? Thank you so much for watching until the end. See you next time!